Hello, I am Leanne the founder of the STEM Workshop, and I'm going to do a short tutorial with you today to show you how you can use computer-aided design to design and make greetings cards. So, in the previous tutorials, we've shown you how to set up the page. So to make a greeting card, I am actually going to use the grid. So I'm going to click on Show Grid. The grid spacing, I changed it earlier as when I was producing something else, so I'm going to change that to 10 millimeters, which is also known as 1 centimeter. I'm going to click on Snap to Grid so that when I start drawing on the squares, whatever I draw sticks to the square points. So I'm going to start by just drawing a simple card, simple outline shape. So if I click on the drawing tools and click on the rectangle, I can click and drag a rectangular shape. Now this is the complete outline of my card. So if you look at the bottom, when I draw on this software, it tells me how long it is. So I'm looking to get an even number so I can easily divide it by 2. So my first greetings card is going to be 280 wide by 150 tall. Now that is the complete outlines, and that, if you imagine, that is the card when it opens, when it folds out. What I want to put down the middle is a line to show where the card is going to fold. Now a greetings card is a 2D shape, but it folds to make something that's 3-dimensional. So with my line tool, I'm going to create a line. I'm going to put a line down the centre, which is a little bit of guesswork. To check if it's in the centre, I'm going to select that shape, and it is in the centre. If it wasn't in the centre, I could have just moved it along. That line there, when I come to actually cutting it out, I need to show that it's a fold line, not a cut line. So an outline needs to be it doesn't matter what colour, I'm going to go for black, but the outline needs to be a solid line. This is a solid line. You can increase the size of that line, which I'm going to do for the purpose of this, so you can see it. So a cut line is a solid line, so we're going to turn that to black and we're going to change it to 1.5. This line in the middle needs to be what we call a score line. So we're going to change that. We can either change the colour and get the software, the cutter, to score it, or we can use a perforated line. So for this, I'm going to use a black line. I'm going to perforate it. So it will cut, but what it will do is it will only cut every other. Okay, so the 2 pieces won't come apart. So this is my simple greetings card. This is the back, this is the front. So now you can go to town with designing your greetings card. So what you might want to do is start designing using some of the tools that we used previously. So if I wanted a bunny on here, I can use the Elliptical Tool for the bunny body. I can use the Ellipse tool for the head and move it. Make that smaller if I want. And remember, you can take the snap to grid off if it's getting in your way, which in this case it is. So I'm going to just click off the snap to grid. I'm going to shrink it. Like so. So if you remember from the previous tutorials, what I can do is get rid of those overlapping lines by selecting one shape, pressing your Shift key and select the other shape, and you can use this tool here, which is called the Modify panel, and you can weld it. I'm not sure I like that though, so I'm going to edit and undo that. Edit and undo again. Before I weld it, I'm just going to make the head that little bit smaller so the proportions look right. Select one, select the other, and weld. Now I'm going to create the bunny ears. So I'm going to create bunny ear here. I'm going to rotate it. Once I've got the ear that I want, to repeat that on the other side, just change the angle of that. Once you've got the shape that you want, you can then use this tool here called Replicate, and you can make a copy of your ear and you can make it mirror the opposite side. So I'm just going to move that, and like I did previously, I used another shape. So if I copy and reflect it in that array, I can overlap that there. I might rotate that a little bit more actually. Make it a little bit shorter. And remember, you can now overlap it. Select one, select the other, and you can use the weld tool to get rid of that. Now, that has not worked as well as I'd like, so I'm going to move that shape over a touch, up a bit, and then try again. There you have it. So now I want to weld the two bunny ears with the body, and now I want to add some feet. So let's add one foot here. And remember, I want the bottom of the foot to look flat, so I'm going to create the sort of shape that I want. I go over to this tool here, Edit Points. I'm going to flatten the bottom of the foot. Then I'm going to move it. And I'd like a copy of the foot over the other side. So I'm going to click on Reflect and take it over. Okay. There we go. And there's my bunny. So that is my predominant shape on my Easter card. I can now, hopefully, fill that with colour and change the outline. But remember, you can take the outline off, and rather than colour, you can fill it with gradient colour. So all these choices here and patterns. So I used polka dots previously, but that doesn't look right now that I've added. There we go, that'll do. So now I want to put my message on the front of the card. So I'm now going to use the text tool, and I'm going to write happy at the top. Then I'm going to double click and highlight it. Double click and highlight the text. And I'm going to change the style up here to Fibra. I'm going to change the size. Oh, a bit bigger than that. Okay, perfect. So happy at the top. I'm going to change the fill colour. So again, let's have a look. So all of the colours I'm trying to use are predominantly pastel colours. And I want to create Easter at the bottom. So that I've got text that's exactly the same size and colour as that text, what I can do is I can copy that and I can edit and paste it. Pop it down there, double click and change it to Easter. Here we go, happy Easter. Make my bunny smaller, position it there. And then on the back of the card you can write a message. So you could change your size and text. Oh, what's happened? Try again. And you can put made by, and in my case, Mrs. Me. And in the text here, I'm going to do that. Right, create a little note there, I didn't want that. So try again. Highlight the text, change the size here to 20. Looks about right. Change this text type to Vibra. Here I'm going to put it in the middle, and then I'm going to move it over here. So you do not need a machine to do all of the cutting for you. You can do this at home with a normal printer. So I'm just going to change the text fill. I'm going to use a grey for that right on the back. I'm going to change the outline also to grey. And then I'm going to print. So remember, to prepare this to print, you need to go back on the page setup. You need to put on the registration marks. If your design is outside of the registration mark, you need to take your complete design and shrink it like so. If you press the shift key when you grab the corner of a shape, everything decreases in size at the right scale. So there you have it. So now we can print that. And you at home can use the scissors to cut around the outline. You can then use a ruler and the sharp edge of the scissors to score that there to be able to fold it. So ask an adult to show you how to score a piece of cardboard. So all we need to do now is print that, and I will show you the final outcome when you get a chance to make it. Thank you for listening today. I hope you have fun designing and making lots of Easter cards this Easter weekend. If you've got any questions, please leave comments on our YouTube channel. Once you've designed your products, please share on our Facebook page or our Twitter page. We would love to see your outcomes. Thank you for listening. Goodbye for now.